You know what's bad for you? I got pipes this big sticking down my driveway where I'm pumping water out of my backyard. I've been pumping since April. It smells so bad I can't even sit on my porch. I've called the mayor, in the mayor's office 14 times, left my name, address, and phone number, asking somebody to please call me back. Nobody will call me back. Nobody will talk to me. Nobody will knock. I come here, we'll give it to them. I don't know what happened there. You just turned around and dropped all of us. You sent us a letter saying $3,400, and the city will see about putting a pipe. If we all sign an agreement that the city's not liable, I'm happy to do that. But there's 8 others. 2 of the houses are abandoned. One's trying to sell, and the rest are renter homes. They're not going to put no money on. They don't care. They get their rent, they don't care. Yet I'm stuck there in a house that the city could fix for $3,400 and they won't even return a phone call to me? Where do I turn, Mayor?
Madam Chair.
14 times I've been in your office in the last 2 months.
Madam Chair. Sir, you could come 24 more times and it's not going to change the letter. We went out, we sent our engineer out there, we sent our director of DPW out there, we sent several of our DPW staff members out there. We came up with a solution.
You ever been by my house?
I'm sorry?
You ever been by my house?
Madam Chair, I have done. The issue is in your backyard, which the city typically doesn't get involved in. What we try to do is come up with a reasonable solution. In the disclaimer that the city can't be held liable is because we're not sure it's going to solve your problem. And that's why we needed everybody to sign off on it. And when you met with me in my office, which we met shortly after you came here the first time, we explained that to you, that whatever it was, we would do it, but everybody had to understand that it was at your risk. We're going to try to help you. The entire affected residents that we're going to try to help. You have several issues that are going on. One, you don't have enough drainage to get it from where the backyard to the front yard, and we would have to put it at a very, very reduced angle and hope that it worked. We've spent countless hours out there. The letter was sent to you as a formal recognition. If you come 24 more times to my office, it's not going to change the outcome. We have put on the table a solution, but we need cooperation from everybody because we would have to dig up one of your neighbor's yard to do it.
And they're willing to. Me and them are willing to.
Then
what do I do with the other 7 homes that are abandoned?
Madam Chair.
The neighborhood's not going to get any
Sir, I have the floor. All we need is the signatures. You don't need to come to a council meeting and tell us that you've been to my office 14 times. I can't tell you the same thing 14 times over and over. That's why we put it in a letter.
Can I speak now?
Absolutely.
If you would have had an assistant call me back, I would have explained to you that could never happen. Those 8 people are never going to sign that. So where do I go from there? That's all I wanted to ask. I didn't ask to talk directly to you. I asked to talk to an assistant, somebody. You know what they did on the 14th time when I came in and I was a little bit loud? They sent me the letter again. Oops, sorry.
Sir.
They sent me the letter again.
Let
What do I do about an abandoned home? My neighborhood's not going to get no better because no one's going to buy this home.
Madam Chair.
Let the mayor respond.
It's not going to change the outcome. For us to do what we need to do, we need complete cooperation. We can't have 6 of the people be okay with it, and the 2 people that aren't okay, we have to dig up their backyard. That's not going to work, sir. We can't gain access to a resident's backyard and start putting pipe in.
You only got to dig up 1 yard, and that resident is willing to do it so they can sell their home. Their house has been on the market ever since.
Madam Chair. All you have to do is have her submit the letter, signed, and the other residents affected. And
She sent back the letter and I sent back the letter. You know what I was told? And that's all they do. The letter means nothing.
We do. We need all 8.
And it can't happen. The bank owns one house that's been abandoned. The grass is this high back there because no one can get back to cut it because the water's that deep. I can't even walk in my backyard because the mosquitoes are so horrible.
There's absolutely nothing we can do in your backyard, sir, without full cooperation from all the affected residents.
You did it. You guys did it 8 years ago. This council said and did it, but they let a drunk do it.
Mr.
And they did it wrong.
Mr. Patterson, you have an answer, and I would ask that you sit down now, please.
And Madam Chair, that answer is not going to change. I'd be happy to meet with the entire group again if there's confusion, but we need complete cooperation or it's not going to be a done deal.
Madam Chair.
people behind me put an in-ground pool and did not take all the dirt away that they had excavated for the pool, and it created a problem in my backyard. I went to an abandoned construction site, found an old sump pit, dug a hole in my backyard, put it down there, put a pump in there, and pumped it to my sump pump in my basement. I fixed it myself. I mean, I think there's only one person that can fix that, and that's probably him. Okay, Mr. Buck. Two minutes?
How much?
Oh, three. Yeah, three.
Madam Chair, he's wearing the right colors. I needed to give him some
I
extended time.
got 5 minutes left from the last time, but
Here we go,
Madam President, City Council, County Mayor. I'm here for a presentation, but just also I want to say something in regards to this. I was appointed to the Veterans Commission approximately about 6 years ago. And it's quite an honor. But through that being appointed, I found out that the city wouldn't be able to put on an Armed Forces Remembrance Day because of money problems years ago. And it was told that there would be no Armed Forces Remembrance Day participation. And so I said, well, the Veterans Commission can take it over and do it. And we did. And for the last 5 to 6 years, it's increased and increased, and it's been pretty well recognized through the whole area down river. But the most important thing about this whole thing is that the cooperation that you get from the people that participate, from the politicians in the city, and from the organization itself, the Veterans, the Taylor Veterans Museum. I have to say that I have never seen such good cooperation from elected officials in regards to veterans. You might think that I'm saying, well, you're wrong. Well, that's not, I'm not wrong, because a lot of elected officials don't care what happens to veterans. They only care about themselves. But this city, and this commission, and this council, and the past 2 mayors have showed that there is loving and caring for the veterans of this city and the ones that gave their ultimate sacrifice so we could be here to discuss things. I have to say that I'm very proud to make these statements. But along with that, I also want to recognize, or people should be recognized for the cooperation. And that is you, the elected officials that participate, and the mayor. But I've never seen a high official like the mayor that really cared as much about veterans or this Armed Forces Day than the mayor we have now. So with that, I have to say that presenting the mayor an award is not an award, it's appreciation. It's my honor to do that at this time. So, Mr. Mayor, I would like to give you this presentation on behalf of Taylor Veterans Commission and all the participants and all the volunteers and all the veterans that came to the Desert Storm, Desert Shield Armed Forces Day this year. With all kinds of luck, we'll honor next year. I think we'll start back with World War II, but we cannot go with Afghanistan and the others yet because, you know, that's still in conflict of whatever. But as soon as that ends, I'm assuming that the commission would go right with and honor them, the veterans also. So on behalf of the commissioners and everybody in there, I want to thank you for all your participation and all you've done for the last 2 years, and I know you will continue to do so. And thank you.
Thank you very much.